If you're tired of getting stomped by the meta, or just bored of the same old leaders, this Cunning Vader deck is what you've been needing. Welcome back, TCG Squad. Today, we're diving into Darth Vader deck with a twist. He's running Cunning, he's piloting ships, and he's flooding the space with terrifying swarm. It's budget friendly, beginner approved, and secretly one of the best decks to take in the current meta. If you're new or just looking for your first serious deck, hit that subscribe button. We got beginner friendly tech decks every week. This deck is a classic aggro deck. Actually, it's an aggro swarm deck, but all in space. You'll flood the board with cheap units and also use Vader's leader ability to build an army of TIE tokens. Once you set up, you drop Clone Combat Squadron, pilot it with Vader, and launch a game-ending attack that overwhelms your opponent. Game plan summary: Swarm Death plus one giant scary Vader. This deck is perfect for new players just wanting to learn the ropes, experienced players looking for a fun meta breaker, or just want to change it up. Also, anyone with a $50 budget who still wants to win games. Yes, this deck will cost you about $50. It's sweet. This solves the classic pain point. You're sick of getting outvalued by control or beat down by hypo aggro. This deck races aggro and floods way past control. Let's get into some of the key cards and combos that makes this deck very scary. Clone Combat Squadron and Vader as a pilot. Remember, each friendly space unit makes Clone Combat Squadron stronger. With Vader piloting it, it's basically a Star Destroyer on steroids. It's gonna seal the game every time. Lurking TIE Phantom plus Vader. Lurking TIE Phantom is already very hard to kill, but when you add Vader as a pilot, it becomes a leader unit. That makes it immune to almost all removal events in the game. Super Laser Blast? Sorry, doesn't work on Lurking TIE Phantom. Overwhelming Barrage plus Vader Pilot. Literally the best way to clear the opponent's board. If you're able to have a swarm and also have Clone Combat Squadron with Vader as a pilot, you're going to be doing anywhere from 10 to 20 damage. It's insane. It's literally a board wipe. And finally, let's talk about Scrabble Fighters and Clone Combat Squadron. This surprise burst combo turns a swarm into a base busting powerhouse. You're going to use it when you're just short of lethal. It's even deadlier when you have Vader as a pilot. Sometimes your opponents have lethal and they claim early. This is when you use Scramble Fighters, pump up your Clone Combat Squadron, and finish the game. So for your opening hand wish list, you're going to want two one-cost space units. It doesn't matter what they are. We just need two one-cost units. This starts your swarm. We want to have one Sanctioner Shuttle. We should have Coordinate turned on, so when we play this, we can go capture one of the opponent's units. If there's a space unit, make sure you grab that one. We want one Clone Combat Squadron. Again, we talked about this. This threatens big damage fast. And lastly, we want Overwhelming Barrage. We want a way to clear the board, and this is the way you're going to do it, especially on the Clone Combat Squadron. Now, whether you need to go first or second, the answer is you always go first. You want to swarm before the opponent gets set up. Let's talk about some common mistakes. One of the mistakes I've noticed people, sometimes they hold their space units to attack so they can optimize them for damage. Don't. Attack fast. We want to generate TIE tokens using Vader's ability, and you need to attack with your ship first. Second, always deploying Vader as a pilot. Sometimes ground Vader is better, especially versus Space Heavy's deck. He's scary on the ground. He's Darth Vader after all, so go ahead and deploy him on the ground and seal the game. Let's talk about your strategy against certain archetypes. Against aggro, it's a race. You must hit harder and faster. Victor Leader helps tip the scales. It helps buff your space units. If you make them play defensively, you're going to win. Against control, they want to control your board. but they can't clear all of it because we're going to be swarming. Lurking TIE Phantom shines here because it's so hard to remove. You're going to keep the pressure high. And against mid-range, this one is tough, but doable. They usually have beefier units. They got big butts sometimes. But we want to use Overwhelming Barrage and our events like Waylay to keep the board state clean. We don't want them to stabilize. We want to keep pushing damage. By the way, we have a masterclass video coming soon, so subscribe so you don't miss it. This is going to show you everything you need to know about Cunning Vader. This deck swarms early, wins fast, and dodges a ton of the meta's biggest threats. And the best part, it's only $50 to build. Check the TCG Player link in the description. One click and it adds the whole deck to your cart. Now, if you want to try this out, take this deck to your locals. You can take it to your Showdown or even the next planetary qualifier. It can absolutely compete. If you enjoyed this video, like the video, drop a comment with your toughest matchup, and subscribe for more weekly guides. Also, do you need cards for this deck? Use my eBay store, or again, you can reference my TCG Player affiliate link in the description. It all helps support the channel. Thank you for your time. May the force be with you. Peace.